Ryan Paevey has remained a familiar name among television fans, especially viewers who remember his memorable years on General Hospital. But in recent years, many fans have found themselves asking the same question: what happened to Ryan Paevey? His career has taken a different direction, his relationship with acting has evolved, and his connection with longtime fans has continued in unexpected ways. In 2026, renewed attention surrounding Ryan has once again brought that question into the spotlight. For viewers who have followed Ryan since his days as Nathan West, his absence from regular daytime television created a noticeable gap. Nathan became an important part of the General Hospital canvas, and Ryan's portrayal earned him a loyal audience. When he eventually moved on, fans naturally wondered whether they had seen the last of him on the show. But Ryan's story did not simply end when he left General Hospital. Ryan Paevey's journey after General Hospital. Ryan Paevey became widely recognized through his role as Nathan West on General Hospital. The character's relationships, family connections, and dramatic storylines helped Ryan establish a strong following. After leaving the soap, Ryan continued exploring opportunities outside the role that made him famous. He became particularly associated with television movies and projects that allowed him to showcase a different side of his acting. For many viewers, these projects became a way to continue seeing Ryan even though he was no longer appearing regularly on daytime television. At the same time, Ryan's priorities appeared to broaden beyond acting alone. Fans became increasingly interested in his lifestyle, hobbies, travel, outdoor interests, and creative projects. That change is one reason the question, "what happened to Ryan Paevey?" can be misleading. The reality is not simply that Ryan disappeared. Instead, his professional life gradually became less centered on being a full-time television actor. Why did fans start missing him so much? One major reason Ryan continues to generate attention is the strength of his fan base. Soap opera audiences often develop long-term connections with performers because they watch their characters for years. Nathan West was not just another television role for many General Hospital viewers. He became part of their daily viewing routine. When Ryan moved away from the show, fans lost the opportunity to see him regularly. That naturally led to questions. Would he return? Would Nathan ever come back? Could Ryan play another character? Would he eventually return to daytime television permanently? Those questions have continued for years. Social media has also helped keep Ryan's name active. Fans regularly share memories of his time on General Hospital, discuss his television appearances, and express hope that he will take on another major acting role. Ryan's connection with fans hasn't disappeared. Even when an actor steps away from a particular television series, that does not necessarily mean the connection with viewers disappears. Ryan's fans have continued following his activities and discussing his latest projects. His willingness to explore interests beyond traditional acting has also given longtime followers something new to talk about. For some fans, that is encouraging. Instead of seeing Ryan's career as a story that ended, they see it as a new chapter. And that may be the most important way to understand his current situation. In 2026, attention surrounding Ryan Paevey increased again as fans began discussing the possibility of seeing him on television once more. Whenever a familiar soap actor becomes active again, speculation naturally follows. Fans begin asking whether a new appearance could lead to something bigger. Could he return to General Hospital? Could Nathan West somehow come back? Could Ryan appear in another daytime drama? Or could he choose an entirely different type of television project? At this point, fans should separate confirmed information from speculation. A fan discussion is not the same thing as an official announcement. A social media post is not necessarily confirmation of a new acting role. And a television appearance does not automatically mean that an actor has returned to a regular cast. That distinction is especially important when discussing Ryan's future. Will Ryan Paevey return to General Hospital? This is probably the biggest question among his soap fans. Ryan's history with General Hospital makes the possibility of a return particularly interesting. However, fans should be careful about treating rumors as facts. A possible return and a confirmed return are two completely different things. The best approach is to watch for announcements from official General Hospital sources, Ryan's verified channels, and reputable entertainment reporting. Until there is a formal announcement, The question remains open. And perhaps that uncertainty is part of why Ryan continues to attract so much attention. Why a return would mean so much to fans. If Ryan ever returned to General Hospital, it would likely be an emotional moment for longtime viewers. Nathan West left behind relationships and memories that remain important to the show's audience. Soap operas are also known for bringing familiar characters back after long absences. That tradition gives fans plenty of reasons to hope. But hope is not confirmation. For now, viewers can appreciate Ryan's previous contribution to General Hospital while allowing him the freedom to decide what comes next in his career. Ryan's career is more than one role. One of the biggest mistakes fans can make is defining an actor entirely by the role that made them famous. Ryan Paevey's career demonstrates why that can be limiting. Although Nathan West remains one of his most recognizable roles, Ryan has had opportunities to work in different formats and explore interests outside the soap world. His television movie work introduced him to audiences who may not have watched General Hospital. His personal interests have also become part of what fans associate with him. That broader career may ultimately be more important than whether he returns to one particular show. Ryan has generally maintained a relatively private public image compared with many television personalities. That has made fans especially curious whenever something new appears. People naturally want updates about actors they have followed for years. But maintaining some privacy can also be a positive thing. An actor does not have to constantly announce every personal decision to prove that something is happening in their life. Sometimes a quieter period simply means that someone is focusing on other priorities. For Ryan, that may be part of the reason his career path looks different today than it did during his General Hospital years. What fans should watch for next? There are several things that could provide clues about Ryan's future. First, an official casting announcement would be the clearest signal. Second, a confirmed television project would show that acting remains part of his professional plans. Third, any direct statement from Ryan about returning to daytime television would naturally attract significant attention. Until then, fans should be cautious with sensational claims. A headline saying, "Ryan Paevey is returning," may sound exciting, but viewers should always ask where the information came from. Is it an official announcement? Is it a verified interview? Or is it simply fan speculation? That small distinction can make a huge difference. So, what happened to Ryan Paevey? The simplest answer is that his career changed direction. He moved beyond the role of Nathan West, explored other television opportunities, developed interests outside traditional acting, and continued to maintain a connection with the people who supported him. His story is therefore less about disappearing and more about changing. And that is why his name continues to return to the conversation. Fans remember what he brought to General Hospital, but they are also curious about what he could do next. The emotional side of Ryan's story. For longtime viewers, this isn't simply about television. Actors can become part of people's routines. Fans may remember watching a particular storyline during an important period of their lives. They may remember characters, relationships, and scenes that made them laugh, cry, or simply look forward to the next episode. That emotional connection can last long after an actor leaves a show. Ryan's continued popularity demonstrates exactly that. Even years after Nathan West's departure, viewers still care about Ryan's career. They still search for updates. They still discuss the possibility of seeing him again. And they still hope that another memorable role could be waiting around the corner. That remains the biggest unanswered question. Ryan Paevey has already shown that his career does not have to follow one predictable path. He could return to acting more frequently. He could take on another television movie. He could explore projects outside traditional television. Or he could continue building a career that combines entertainment with the personal interests that matter to him. Any of those possibilities could create a new chapter. For fans, the best thing to do is remain interested without assuming that every rumor is true. Because when an official announcement finally arrives, it will mean much more if viewers know it is real. Ryan Paevey's journey is a reminder that leaving a popular television role does not mean the end of a career. His years as Nathan West gave him a dedicated fan base, but his career has continued to evolve beyond General Hospital. In 2026, fans are still asking what comes next, and that alone shows how much Ryan's work has meant to viewers. Will he return to daytime television? Will he appear in another major television project? Could Nathan West ever make another appearance? Those questions remain open and until an official announcement provides the answer. For now, Ryan Paevey's story is best described as a new chapter rather than an ending. And perhaps that is why fans continue watching, waiting, and wondering. Because after all these years, one thing is clear. Ryan Paevey is still remembered, still discussed, and still deeply appreciated by the fans who have followed his journey. If you have been hoping to see Ryan back on television, you're certainly not alone. His longtime audience continues to show just how powerful a connection between an actor and viewers can become. The next chapter of Ryan Paevey's career may not be predictable, but that uncertainty is exactly what keeps fans watching. What do you think Ryan should do next? Return to General Hospital, take on a new television role, or continue exploring a completely different path? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more updates on Ryan Paevey and the world of daytime television.